Hey, how do you install Crossout on your computer? I'm going to show you everything step by step right now. Start by going to the official website of the game. You can find the link right under the video in the description. On the homepage, click on the large yellow button that says Play on PC. A registration window will then open up. Enter your email address, then choose an original nickname and create a strong password. Type the same password in the next field to confirm it. If a security verification appears, simply type in the characters shown on the screen. Then, check the box to accept the terms of use and click on Create Account. Perfect! Now we can download and start the installation of the game. Choose your language, then select the drive where you have enough free storage space and start the installation. After it is finished, the launcher starts automatically, and all you have to do is wait for it to download the latest version of Crossout. This might take a few minutes depending on your connection. In the meantime, you can check out other videos on our channel. There are plenty of exciting games and guides waiting for you. Once the download is complete, launch Crossout. During the first startup, enter the email and password you used during registration. Check the Remember Me box so you do not have to type everything in every time. And there you go! Congratulations! You now know how to install Crossout. But do not leave the video just yet. I am now going to show you how to set up the game properly and avoid common beginner mistakes. When you first launch the game, a tutorial phase begins. It will explain in detail the basics of driving, how to build your first armored vehicle, and the principles of combat. Once these steps are finished, you will get useful rewards and resources for your first upgrades. After that, it is time for real battles against other players. Every clash brings new emotions, experience, and unique parts to improve your machine. Between matches, you can modify your vehicle as much as you want. It all depends on the components you have collected. Match after match, your machine will become more powerful and your skills will progress along with it. Play with friends for spectacular raids or take on players from all over the world. The choice is yours. The world of the Wasteland is a brutal but incredibly creative place where every commander builds their own unique machine of war from salvaged parts. No two vehicles in this game are ever truly identical. If you want a fast-moving buggy with chainsaws on the front to shred your enemies, you can build it. If you prefer a massive, heavy tank covered in fixed steel plates and equipped with long-range cannons, that is also an option. You can even experiment with mechanical legs that walk like a giant spider, or hover engines that let you float above the ground. The building system is limited only by your imagination and the parts you collect. However, keep in mind that every part has its own durability. A lucky hit to a poorly protected wheel or a weak engine can leave you stranded in the middle of a desert, so thinking about your design is just as important as your aim. One concept you must master early on is the power score system. Every single weapon, armor plate, or gadget you add to your vehicle increases its total power score. The game uses this number to match you against other players. If you pack your car with too many high-level weapons while your armor is still weak, you will find yourself fighting veterans who will tear you apart in seconds. It is often much smarter for beginners to keep their power score low and focus on learning how to drive and aim effectively. Another life-saving tip is to be extremely careful with where you place your explosive modules, like fuel tanks or generators. If an enemy hits these, they will explode and deal massive damage to your own vehicle. Always try to bury these dangerous parts deep inside your heavy frame or hide them behind your thickest armor. The variety of game modes ensures there is always something to do. In player versus player battles, you will fight in teams of 6 to capture strategic points or completely destroy the enemy team. If you need a break from fighting other people, you can jump into player versus environment raids. These are cooperative missions where you and your friends fight against waves of computer-controlled bots to gather valuable resources like copper, plastic, and electronics. These materials are essential for crafting more advanced parts later on. There are also special brawls, which feature unique rules, like high-speed races or combat without any weapons. Every week brings something new, so the gameplay never feels stale. Eventually, you can join a clan to participate in massive clan wars, where the best teams compete for uranium, the rarest resource used to create the most powerful weapons in existence. You do not need a top-tier machine to enjoy this game. Crossout is very well optimized and runs smoothly on most standard Windows computers. A basic setup with a 4-core processor and 4 GB of random access memory is usually enough to get you into the action. You will need about 12 GB of free storage space for the initial installation. If you want to see the dust clouds and explosions in high detail, 16 GB of memory and a modern graphics card will make everything look amazing, but they are not required for a stable experience. If you do notice any stuttering, just lower the shadow quality and close any background programs like your web browser to free up resources. Crossout is a fully cross-platform experience, meaning it is available for free on computers, consoles, and mobile devices. While PC players usually play on their own dedicated servers, the ability to jump from your desktop to your mobile phone and keep your progress is a huge advantage. It allows you to check your market orders or refine your blueprints even when you are away from your desk. That's why it's worth installing the Crossout game on your Windows laptop or computer and starting playing. Teaming up with friends makes the wasteland much less lonely and far more dangerous for your enemies. Coordination is the secret to winning the more difficult raids and clan wars. If your friends aren't online, the game has a very active community, and you will easily find teammates through the automated matchmaking system. You can even visit the exhibition to see what other players have built, test drive their designs, and download blueprints to use as inspiration for your own war machine. To wrap things up, here are a few expert tips for your first few days. First, always make sure to install a carjack module. If you get flipped over during a chaotic fight, this little device will get you back on your wheels with a single click. Second, try to avoid charging into the center of the map alone. In the wasteland, a lonely target is a dead target. Stick with your teammates and focus your fire on the enemy's weapons or wheels to neutralize them quickly. Finally, visit the market often. Crossout has a player-driven economy where you can sell the resources you earn and buy exactly the parts you need to finish your next big build. Crafting is the true heart of the game. By joining different factions, such as the Engineers, Lunatics, or Nomads, you unlock access to different types of parts and blueprints. Each faction has its own style. The Lunatics focus on speed and explosives, while the Nomads prefer durability and aircraft parts. Balancing your vehicle's weight is also a fine art. A heavy car is hard to destroy, but it moves slowly and is difficult to turn. A true engineer finds the perfect middle ground between protection, firepower, and maneuverability. Crossout is much more than just a simple shooter. It is a deep simulation of engineering and tactical strategy. While you wait for your updates to finish, start planning your first build. Will it be a fast scout on wheels or a heavy juggernaut on tank tracks? The choice is entirely yours. We will see you out in the wasteland. Use your creativity, watch your flanks, and aim true. If this video helped you get started, please leave a like and write "thank you" in the comments. We worked hard to make this guide clear and helpful for every new commander. Good luck on the battlefield. Bye. That is how you install Crossout on your Windows computer or laptop for free.